City of Stevens Point Airport Commission meeting, recorded August 9, 2021.
On to the Airport Commission. Again, please note in the roll call that May is not in attendance, and the minutes of July 12th are the next agenda item. Any questions or corrections? If not, a motion to approve is in order.
Means we'll move approval. Well, or
All
second.
those in favor signify by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Aye. Both same sign, motion carried. Audit presentation, Jagoti.
I do apologize for blanking on this, and I appreciate Jamie putting it on both agendas because it skipped my mind. But do you want to kind of go over what you had last time? I had took it off the screen already. Let's see here. I think I can get that back. I got to go back to this one, and this one. Let's try to get down there. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so for the airport utility operating results, the revenues, we look here at the kind of composition of revenues, and the city and local operating subsidies made up a larger portion in 2020, and largely in part because the operating revenues decreased with the lower operations at the facility, just due to the pandemic. And if we scroll down, we can see consistently that the operating expenses decreased year over year. And so that's really the result there. Looking at the cash reserves, while it appears that the months on hand has gone up, that's really because of the lower operating costs. The reality is the balance is very level year over year. I think there was maybe a question on something in the full report.
Yeah, but it was, also touched on by on your summary. And I was just, on page 3 of the full report, where you itemized the same dollar amounts of transfers from the municipality in 2020. And just curious, is the operation of the airport viewed as a sum sufficient on the part of the city? I mean, if they run a deficit, and that, I guess they do at times. Is there?
Well, when you
just covering, or will there be some, as a commissioner, some alarm bells that we should be watching and saying?
Well, the change in net position being negative on these is including depreciation and not accounting for the fact that it's a non-cash value, right? Or it's not. So, when it comes right down to it, the negative amounts there don't reflect the depreciation being that.
Yeah, so
right.
Yep. And the capital assets of the airport, like if you look at page 4, the acquisition of new capital assets of $217,000, but $201,000 came from the municipality. So the city was planning to finance those additions, and I think oftentimes the additions at the airport have federal funding attached to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why that depreciation expense, because things are funded up front, you're not trying to recover debt service.
A lot of times
it's important to recover the.
Yeah, like the projects we've got going on right now with the fence and the runway in the next couple to several years, those are funded at a minimum of 90 to 95% state and federal sources. And so when we have that relatively small amount of local capital involved, but we experience all of the depreciation on that,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a puzzle, But when you look at that line, the contributions from the municipality of between $150,000 and $170,000, that's the transfer in for the operation. The rest is made up by revenues at the airport, fuel sales, stuff like that.
Other questions?
Nice to be reminded of that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jody. We should have a motion and a second to approve the audit, 2020 audit for the airport.
Haynes
Move to
will
approve.
move. Oh,
I think that went Carl, then Anna.
Okay,
All right.
good.
All those in favor signify by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign, motion carried. On to claims. Questions, comments? If not, a motion to approve is in order.
I'll move to approve Ray.
Second, Carl.
All those in favor signify by the sign of aye. Aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carried. Jason, would you like to paraphrase anything or make any other comments?
I'm gonna wait just a second here. He mentioned he had to step away for some traffic out there, so I'm guessing he's not available at the moment.
Traffic, wow.
Yeah, some planes moving around out there. He was joining us remotely because he had a meeting just prior to this one. So he sent me a message saying nothing unusual on the report, business as usual. They did have a busy month because of EAA. That got cut a little short because of weather. Other than that, very standard.
I know it looked really busy. I think if you go down when you compare year to year, but I'm just, I was wondering if he could remember what 2019 looked like, because 2020, to me, it's just a weird year. It doesn't even count.
Yeah, yeah. I would say that these movements,
680
because
is
of
fine.
EAA, are a little more normal than what
Yeah.
these would have been. Yeah.
Right. So I was wondering if 2019 was looking more like 2021. But
I'm guessing
Maybe we can-
19 was busier yet.
Could you repeat that, please?
I was gonna say, I'm guessing that 2019 was busier than 2021 even, just because there's still a bit of a rebound effect we're seeing for events like this. So as busy as EAA was, I think it was more on the participant side than the people flying in side.
okay.
Okay. If there are no other questions, a motion to adjourn is in order.
Move to adjourn Ray.
All those in favor signify by the sign of aye. Aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign, motion carried. Thank you for your participation. A lot of good questions. I'm impressed that you guys read through those reports as thoroughly as you did. Thank you very much.
Videos of these meetings are available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.